It's been a pretty intense and dramatic week inside the world of punk rock, and today we gotta lighten the mood. Today is all about levity. Today we gotta talk about something goofy, something wacky, something fun, and that's gonna be aliens, okay? The little green guys, the little gray guys that come out of little saucer-shaped things that fly around that confuse everybody that Tom DeLong has been telling us about for 20 some odd years now. We're gonna talk about some aliens, alright? But more importantly, we're gonna talk about the records that I would show the aliens if they came into my house and they were like, hey Dan Frampton, you're that internet guy that talks about punk rock, right? And I'd be like, yeah, alien, you know what? I am that guy. And then the alien would be like, you know what? I'm from outer space, okay? I don't know much about your punk rock music. So then I would be like, dude, I got you covered, bro. Let's pull up some records and I'll show you all the punk rock records you need to know. So this is gonna be the Alien Punk Rock Starter Kit, okay? Hey, how's it going? I'm your friendly neighborhood gatekeeper, Dan Frampton. I'm from Earth, okay? And I listen to punk rock music. If you're from outer space, this is the video for you. If you're from a galaxy far, far away, if you're from another planet that isn't this planet, this is the video for you. Okay, now earlier on this week, we had the Mexican government and their Congress unveil two sarcophagustized bodies, okay, of aliens, all right? They were like, hey, look at these two aliens we found 1,000 years ago. And we're all like, where'd you get these aliens 1,000 years ago? Like, don't worry about where we found the aliens. You know, we have them in these little glass wooden boxes. They look kind of like E.T., exactly like E.T., with the head and the eyes and the little mouth. And apparently they did like little x-rays and they have like slinky skeleton like insides or whatever. And these are the aliens that the Mexican government, I will reiterate that, the Mexican government were like, yo, we have aliens, they're real, they were here before Mexico was even Mexico, okay? These aliens are 1,000 years old. And we're all like, yo, this is pretty sick, this is pretty cool. They look pretty dope, but they also look like they could be out of any old movie, okay? They look kind of like SFX. And a lot of scientists were quick to jump on this, and they were like, man, I don't know if that's the truest thing in the world. So where the whole thing sits right now is most people think Mexico is trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the entire world. This is believed to be a stunt, but that doesn't matter for the purposes of this video, okay? We're always talking about aliens, all right? Aliens have always been in the headlines ever since the 50s, ever since the Roswell incident. People have been talking about the aliens. Everybody wants to know, are the aliens real? Are they flying along beside us? Are they living on this earth with us? And today, I'm just gonna assume that they are, okay? I'm just gonna assume that my little kitty cat is from alien descent and all the alien things around me are just that, okay? No big deal, just aliens. So, a guy like Roger from the American Dad television show comes in. The first record I want to show him is the Ramones self-titled record, okay? And now it's simple. This is kind of ground zero for punk rock. And you might be like, hey, you want to show them the first punk rock record? Nuh-uh, that's not what I'm showing them about this record. I'm only showing him the front cover, okay? I want the alien to know that this is the optimal way for human beings to look. This is the best way human beings have ever looked. This is peak humanity. We peaked in the 70s. It's all downhill from here. The tight pants, the open jackets, the hair, the sunglasses. This is the look, okay? The lankiness. I think they will really resonate with the Ramones. I think the Ramones are kind of like the most alien-looking kind of band to ever exist, all right? Tall, lanky, kind of gray, big sunglasses that look like their eyes, you know, like long faces or whatever. Pretty alien-looking. So right away, if you show them the Ramones, they're going to feel at home, they'll feel like at ease, and they'll be ready for the next record that I'll show them, which will be a little bit more intense, okay? I'm going to show them the Germs record next, okay? The Big Blue Circle record. I'll be like, this is the grimy stuff, and I might actually let him listen to this record a little bit. And once the alien feels all sorts of grimy and negative, I'm going to be like, don't worry, it's not all negative. This next record, Alien, is going to sound a little bit more intense, But believe me, it's so much more positive. I'm going to be showing them some Minor Threat, all right? And then some Gorilla Biscuits, all right? I'm going to probably show them the first 2 7-inches and then maybe like the Gorilla Biscuits like self-titled record, just to give them an idea of even like the hardcorest, most gruffest sounding stuff can have a nice positive message of unity and togetherness and all that sort of stuff. And then we'll move into the 90s. He won't really know what the 90s is. He has no like frame point for what the 90s means. So I'm going to be showing him some Dookie, all right? Some Green Day. I'll be like, this is what people liked in 1994, okay? It was very popular. And he'll be like, this is a lot more like easy to listen to than that Gorilla Biscuits and Minor Threat stuff you had me listening to earlier. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry though, it might sound a little bit better, but it's not better, okay? If you say that Green Day is better than Minor Threat, I'm gonna slap you upside your alien head, okay? But then the next record I want to show the alien is I'm gonna need to let him know that Tom DeLonge exists. I'm going to let him know that he has an ally out there in a guy named Tom DeLonge, all right? He's out there playing in a band called Blink 182. He's playing guitar, and he's been telling the world that aliens have been existing since forever, okay? He even went on to Joe Rogan and was like, hey, aliens are real. And then the alien's going to be like, who's Joe Rogan? And I'm going to have to be like, don't worry about it. He kind of sucks. Then the alien's going to be like, no, I really care. Why don't you tell me who Joe Rogan is? Then I'll pull up like the first Joe Rogan episode and be like, it was just a bunch of friends, and then now he got a bunch of money. And then anyway, Joe Rogan sucks. Alien, you don't need to worry about Joe Rogan. If you're a Joe Rogan fan, you're not in the Dan Frampton household anymore, all right? You gotta be listening to some Bane next. Some Bane and some Blood Brothers. All right, I'm going to be throwing them some hardcore and some post-hardcore at the very same time. Now, I don't know how an alien brain is going to process regular hardcore and post-hardcore, post meaning after, at the same time, because these are going to be congruent, all right? Not post, at the same time. Simultaneous core, all right? He'll be like, what's post-core about this? This is all happening together. And I'll be like, don't worry about it, man. See how some guys are singing in this band and some guys are not singing in this band? That's all you need to worry about. And be like, oh man, this is so crazy. We started off with the Ramones and now we're here at the Blood Brothers. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's the truest statement you've ever said, alien. But without bringing up like the things that I'm listening to today, this list would not even be a list, okay? So I'd have to tell the alien what my favorite record was last year, and that was Diaspora Problems by Soul Glow. Now this is some of the most wild music ever, and if you're showing any person new to the world any music, this should be on the list, okay? And then I would have to show him the 2 favorite records that dropped this year, which of course is Hell Mode by Jeff Rosenstock and Why Would I Watch by Hot Mulligan, okay? So all these different sounds, I would say, don't worry about how they're all a little bit different, okay? They all come from the punk rock world. They all actually come from those guys with the really tight pants and the big glasses and the stupid hair that you saw way back when, those Ramones fellas. It all traces back to them. So that, alien friends, that's punk rock in a nutshell. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, see you.